Hello, guys. It's Deb here with Art and Grace. Tell me how you're doing tonight. And I hope that you guys can see me okay. I have got a real weird setup tonight. So I'm going to be sure and pull this up over here so I can make sure that you can see me, that I'm in the right spot. Yes. So pop on and say hi to me when you get on. I just enjoyed watching Tony do her letter. I hope you did too. And I hope that you've been enjoying this whole weekend or the whole day, because we've had several great crafts today and just more to come. So thank you, Shelly, for putting this group together. Hi, Debbie. I'm so glad I can see your comment. I'm using StreamYard because I've got a really weird configuration because of the storm here in Texas. Oh, the sun's coming through. But I'm going to have the camera on my project. You guys are going to love this. I'm serious. Hi, girls. If I can't see your name, I'm gonna be able to when it's over. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Tony. Thank y'all for being here. Tony, your letter is so cute. Let me move this candle. I just lit this the second I went live because there's always a delay. But this will light up my whole office. If y'all haven't tried a Tyler's candle, you gotta try them. So fun stuff. I'm gonna just get to it because I don't know how long this may take me. The whole hour. Hi, Elaine. I'm so glad you ladies are here. Thank you for showing up. And I didn't even send out my text alert. It has been a really busy day. It feels like Saturday because it's one of those where you have so much to get done, right? And y'all bear with me. You know that I'm not the best camera person, right? So somebody tell me if this is a good shot. And I'm going to look over here on my computer. I'm trying to be gentle with it because, you know, this stand is wonky. For any of you guys that follow me over on Art and Grace, hey, welcome. And if I'm new to you, my name is Deb, and I'm so glad you're here. I just want to show you a cute, easy craft using these cute gloves I got at the Dollar Tree. This is a little pack of clay pots that I got at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to show y'all everything I'm using and where I got it. And I also have a list with photos and even links if you want to purchase any of this. Not for me, but just I've gathered it together for you if you want it. So just put supplies in the comments if you're interested in the supplies for this. Then I've got this little picket fence. This came from Hobby Lobby. It's the only thing I believe that did. Everything else is from either Dollar Tree, or this tray is from Michael's. And let me show it to you. But guys, you can get creative. You can use something else you might have around the house. And of course, it's pretty easy to make these. So you could make one. It's basically one of those canvas or wood panels like you would use to paint on, and then 4 little wood sides. So you could make this if you don't want to go out and buy it. This one, I believe, was about $5. So it was $6.99, but of course, with a 40% coupon, you get it for about $4.50 or so. So not a bad deal. So then I've got this. So I'll show you as we go through the project, but one of the things I do is pinch pennies. So I'm using cardboard. I just cut up a box that I didn't need, and I'll show you what I'm going to use that for. I have 1 Jingle Block. I could be using a bunch, but I'm going to use the cardboard instead and only use one of these. And then I've got some twine, a button. These came from the Dollar Tree. They're cute chalkboard stakes, like garden stakes. So you might put tomatoes and onions and cucumbers if you're going to make a garden, but we're going to use those today. I've got some chalk paint and some Bahama Blue Americana Deco Art Americana craft paint. And that's really about it, besides your glue gun, maybe some wood glue. So you'll see as we go through the project just how easy but how cute it turns out. So, okay, move over to the left. So let's see here. And I will be sure that all of this is in view. So my picture has a little delay. I want to be sure I catch up. Hi, Angel. Thank you, Christy. And by the way, I'm going to keep watching this, so you guys just holler at me. Hi, Becky. If you can't see, or if I move it and you can't see any of that stuff, just holler at me. Let's see. I think y'all have a good view, right? Does everybody see? If somebody will just say, yes, we see, or something. Oh, and I have a little bit of moss. So I use a lot of stuff I already have. And this moss is, I don't have a lot left, but it's going to be plenty. So we'll dig right in. So I'm going to take my paintbrush. Let me get my paper towel. So yeah, I just pull this out of the water, but take my paintbrush, and I don't want it really wet. So I'm going to dry it off and go into this aqua blue color. It's really pretty, but I think it'll be a pretty background and kind of matches the gloves. You could use, whatever gloves you pick out. These were $1, of course, at the Dollar Tree. You could use yellow, lavender, whatever. But you can put a base coat of the chalk paint, which is why I got the chalk paint out. But it's not absolutely necessary for this project, and you'll see why when it's done. Because I'm going to put 2 coats of this blue, and it will be great coverage. DecoArt's a really good coverage paint. But if you want to do this really well, and, I just don't want y'all to take the time to wait for a ton of paint to dry. But normally you would put a base coat of like some chalk paint and let that dry and then paint on top of it. And that way your wood soaks up the chalk paint and then your paint can sit on top. But like I said, DecoArt is a really good brand. So as you can see, some of it will soak up, but there's still going to be tons of pigment in here. So it'll be good. And this goes really fast. I made one of these earlier just to test everything out and be sure it looked good. And you'll just be shocked at how fast this is. So tell me how everybody's doing. And thank you if you have sprinkled this. I know that some of you have and will, and I appreciate it so much. Are you guys having a good Friday? The weather here is stormy. It's been raining, and listen, it's been so cloudy and muggy all week. I'm kind of glad it did something. Like if it's gonna be that way, go ahead and rain. And it did. It stormed, and we've had lightning and electricity out for a little bit, and then our internet's been in and out. So we hope that we get through this okay. But if for any reason we don't, I will be sure and post a complete tutorial on my page, Art and Grace. If you're not following me there, I would sure love for you to. With all of the Facebook changes, you may have followed me in the past and you don't see me anymore. So pop over there and hit the like and the follow and fix the settings how you want them so that you see when I go live and all the good stuff. I love, especially in spring and summer, it seems like, well, and honestly around Christmas too, I just love doing DIY crafts. So I'm an artist. I love to paint, and I paint everything I can. But I also have a heart for DIYs because I've just done them all my life. It's really an inexpensive way to do gifts, and yet you can customize them, and people seem to love them. So we just made Lazy Susans, or painted them. We didn't really make them. We painted them. Okay, so y'all see how fast this coat goes on, and I've got a heat gun. I'll dry it a little bit, and I've got really good coverage, but honestly, the majority of this isn't going to show, and that's why I don't have to put this base coat like I'm telling y'all would be good to do. Okay. Isn't it a pretty blue? I know. This is Bahama Blue. It's one of my favorites. I use it a lot every summer. And thank you, Becky. Shopping to Hobby Lobby. I love Hobby Lobby. Oh, really? Lisa, Myrtle Beach tomorrow? Tell Matt hi, Becky. Good. I'm glad. Okay, so y'all keep me in line here. I'm very much of a turner when I paint and stuff. Now, if you want to go ahead and paint the sides, you can. For me, it's not necessary. I love wood, and I love the look of wood, so I'm leaving it as is, except for that back. This is going to be the background. So you guys, while I am putting the heat gun on this, you guys tell me, let's see, what can we ask? Tell me if you follow me. Just tell me if you follow me over there or if you're in Grace. Let's hear it. This will go fast, so hang on. Well, I guess I'll leave it here so you can see. Kind of fun to watch it dry. Dries it so fast. I was pretty impressed with these gloves for $1. Aren't they cute? If you ever just need a piece of fabric even, you just have to get creative and maybe use a piece of it. But you just can't believe what all you can find for $1 at the Dollar Tree, right? Have you guys seen the pup parade that I did? The little pup parade video? There'll be a couple of y'all who might see their puppy in this craft today. So that will be cool, huh? I'm going to move my paint out of the way because that is good enough for this project. Now, if I was going to make this for you or for a friend or something, I would put my second coat down. But I do want to be sure I get in the whole entire project, and I don't want y'all to have to listen to my heat gun over and over. So the second thing I'm going to do is, actually, I thought I had to cut the other one, but this one, oh, I did. I know what I did. I did. So I wanted it to go inside. That's what I did. So yes, I'm going to show you how easy it is to cut this. So I'm going to take a little pencil, just kind of, I've got it on the inside lip. See there? And then I'm just kind of eyeballing it, and I'm going to draw a little line right here where it needs to be cut. I don't want it too short, but I don't want it too long either. So kind of do a good job with, your guesstimation there. And I'm going to take this craft knife, and I'm just going to kind of really press hard. Now, if you have a little, hacksaw or something you can use, that's great, but I don't. So Deb makes do. If I need something done and I don't have the tool, I can assure you, I will find a way. So this works fine, just to take your little knife and kind of hack away at it for a second. And it goes really fast because you're really just kind of scoring it really well. If I was standing up, I'd probably have even easier time at doing that. So then, yeah, you can tell it just pops off. If you don't like the rough edges, you can get a nail file, but they're not bad. So I'm just kind of scraping them away, and that's good. So just set that aside now. The gloves will be last. Then I'm going to take my my little clay pots, and here's the thing that is a little tricky, but it comes with 3 for $1. You can also, I would recommend picking up 2 sets just in case, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, I don't have a hammer handy, a small one, so I'm taking my scissors. It's a really heavy pair, and I'm just going to bang on it to crack it. Okay, so I've got it cracked. Can y'all see that? And it goes from here to about there. I'm going to crack it again on this other side and try to get a good crack there. Oh, perfect. So you see how that worked out? Just almost perfect. Because I'm wanting about half of this to go against my wall. Now, it did crack down the side. It's okay. I can tell. We'll just see what happens when I take, y'all, I'm using my old jewelry tools. So, but you may have something better. These are from the Dollar Tree, so they are very flimsy. So that's why they're so easy to cut. And another reason, though, that you might have to have an extra on hand in case it doesn't work. But that's perfect. I can already tell that's a perfect piece. Set these aside because you might use them later. I'll show you. So we're going to do the same thing to the second one. Just a good crack. And it went good and down that side. Another crack over here. And that will work fine too. So it won't crack perfect, but it doesn't matter as long as you've got just like this, where it's going to go against my background. Now, I'm going to pull out my chalk paint, and I'm going to give just a little bit of brush on with a brush. You can use a chip brush. These work perfect. This is a small one, but if you have a big one, it'll still work fine. So just get it into the paint And I don't put a lot, so just a little bit, and then dab it off a little because I don't want it a lot. I want a lot on the rim, more on the rim, and then just kind of brush it on here and there. Kind of no big deal, just here and there wherever you like it until you get the amount that you like. Some people might not even want to do this. You might just want to leave it terracotta. But I definitely love farmhouse, and I think this gives it a cute little farmhouse look. And it's going to be really cute against that blue background. So that one's good. I'm going to take this one. But you see how fast already, guys, this is coming together. Oh, thanks, Jenny. I'm so glad you girls popped in. And happy Mother's Day to you girls. I know a lot of you probably, we all have different things going on. Some of you may not have your mom anymore like me, and some may have a strained relationship, but happy Mother's Day to you, even if you're not a mother. We all have mothers, and you get the good and the bad, and just if you have one that you can see, I encourage you to see them as much as possible. And if not, then you've got me as a friend, and you've got other people in your family. So we kind of get through the hard days together, right? Okay, so I like the way that these look. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stack my cardboard. You can use Jingle Blocks, and let me show you what I would do. I got these at the Dollar Tree for $1. It comes in a whole kit. A whole box of them, like this. So you get a ton of them. But I'm just thrifty, so there's no reason to use wood, in my opinion, because I can use cardboard and it doesn't matter. So cardboard's free. So anyway, that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you all my tricks. So you may want to use the wood, and that's fine. But what you would do is hot glue these together. So you just start hot gluing these two, and then these two, and you just go as far as you need to. Just keep hot gluing them is all you would do. You can lay them down like this and then do the second row. So that's what you do. But instead, I'm going to show you the cardboard. And it'll all make sense when we start putting this together. So I'm just taking my hot glue. And putting these two together. I am going to kind of line up the bottom edges. It does not matter if these match where they don't, but it doesn't matter as long as these match. And it's still, even still doesn't have to be exact. Does anybody kind of get a picture of what we're doing? Or is it still like confusing? I have the finished project over here, but I kind of wanted to see if y'all would guess it, as we're working on it. Hi, Tammy. How are you tonight? Hi, Marty. Y'all are so awesome. Thank y'all for being here. Always makes my day. I probably sound like a broken record, but it's true. It just is true. Okay, so for example, ooh, and I missed a little piece right there. Do y'all see that? Nobody hollered at me. So let me do that real fast. There's no big deals in my kind of art and projects. Everything that I do is forgiving and easy to fix. So it's never a problem. Okay. So we'll just pretend that's the top. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue this down. Oops, sorry. Like this. So the straight edge that's all matched up is going to go on the bottom right there. Okay. I could put one more piece of cardboard even and bring it further to the front, but I think this is going to be fine, so I'll leave it as it is. So I'm going to put a little bit down here, but mostly just to the back. It'll stick to the back just fine. Just get your hot glue down. I do want to kind of center this pretty well. You have a second to play with it, not long. And then just press it down. Okay. Let's press that down. They do. They are desperately in need of, in fact, you were supposed to see pink today. So tomorrow, if I go live anywhere, you will see. In fact, I'll be live here. What am I talking about? When you see me tomorrow, they will be pink. Now I really have to do it. Do y'all remember? Some of you probably remember when my daughter was doing them with this dipped powder. Well, I watched her a few times, and so now I can do it. So I've been doing my own, and I think they're better. I didn't say that. But anyway, so hopefully they'll be pretty and pink tomorrow. So I'm just going to put down some hot glue. I'm going to drop my little, I think they call this reindeer moss, right? Is that right? Just whatever you find. This was at the Dollar Tree. You know, you might have some. You might have the brown one. It really doesn't matter. I kind of like the green because it sort of represents bushes, you know, like shrubs or something. But if you don't have it, you don't want to go find it, you can use any kind of greenery that you have around the house. I have a stash. I don't see them, but I have a stash of leaves all the time. So like if leaves come off of something, or if I'm done with a project that had leaves, I'll stick them into a little sack. And then I've always got a sack of leaves. So they're around here. They are. So I always have these, you know, just in. So if I didn't want to go to the store and I didn't have moss or whatever, I would just put leaves down, and that's going to be fun. So when I give you these ideas, y'all, this is inspiration. You can make it your own, and it might be 10 times cuter than mine. And when you do make things and you show me, oh my gosh, I just love it. Love it. I know I'm not keeping up with comments, and I'm sorry, but I wanted to, you know, this is one of those that if I had chatted the whole time, I wouldn't have gotten done in time. So I have come in here on mission to be sure that I get this done, and you can see the whole project because I really, really think it's cute. Grab whatever you have around, and you can use that to press it down. You don't want to burn your fingers. Yes, I have one of those little, you know, finger protectors, but I don't have a handy. Okay. So, you know, you can keep working with it if you're a perfectionist and you want every bit covered. This came in the bag. It's just like a little piece of brown wood. Yeah, I'm going to use it. Like, it's kind of cute to add that character. You can go, you know, if you have little pine cones or sticks from your yard, you could use that. So just getting the majority of it covered is good. Flower box. It's a good guess. I'm just getting out the extra that fell off that wasn't glued down well, so that is still able to be used. So where I see a big hole, I will kind of patch it like that, but I'm not going to worry about every little bit. Nobody's going to be that close to it because, you know, well, first of all, when somebody gets it, they're not going to inspect it. I've just found over the years that I wasted a lot of time trying to be perfect, trying to make my items perfect, and if anything messed up, I'd start over. Why do we do that? Why? Nothing's perfect. Certainly doesn't need to be when it comes to crafts. Or at least this type of craft. It's totally different if you're selling it. I know that. Okay. So I've got that. And let me just, I'm going to move this off camera and kind of blow this out of here. Because it is a lot. I really hate a messy table. It drives me crazy. Okay. Y'all still have good view here? Thank you, Marty. Okay. This is the only gardening I do. I am not able to grow anything. I just don't have good luck. So here we're going to glue our little pots down. And I'm trying to decide if I want to cut this off. Let's just hope it doesn't go wonky on me. I'll show you. I'm going to just try to barely, get that little piece off. It is so fragile. The Dollar Tree terracotta is very fragile, as you're seeing. But that's perfect. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but I did want it to kind of lay down. So what I'm going for is to get this kind of glued onto this cardboard. So I'm going to take my hot glue, and really this is the most important thing, is getting the bottom really glued down. I'm going to put a touch right here, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that it's glued on the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of hold it a second in place. Yeah, Lisa, I'm going to, when I practiced earlier, I just took a rag and, scooped it all off into the trash. I don't like right now while it's sitting here, it bugs me so bad. But, it'll be okay. If you don't have hot glue or you're out of glue sticks, grab whatever you have. I grabbed some of this at the Dollar Tree last time I was there, and I haven't used it yet, but I hear that this is fantastic. It's kind of an equivalent to E6000, but less problems. Like E6000, you really shouldn't use in the house. It's very strong, can give you a headache, so I'm going to try that. So lots of glue down here on the bottom, a little bit here. And then again, you can kind of make it go wonky if you want to. I tried to get it wonky, but that's just how it lays, so that's fine. Another thing you can do is you can take a little bit of your jute, if you want to, and hot glue that down. You could do that probably before, would be better, or even make a little bow. I'm just here to give y'all some ideas and inspiration. Y'all can do it how you like. So you may not like, jute, or, maybe you want to use raffia or ribbon, or just leave it plain like mine. Let's see. I'm going to see how this bow looks just for fun. So you could put a little bow. I don't think that's bad. I kind of like the little bow. What do y'all think? Yes bow or no bow? I wonder. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try painting it with my chalk paint and just see if I like it. You love the bow. Awesome. What about everybody else? Y'all like the bow? Let's just see what this chalk paint does, if it makes it cute. Cuter. I'm just tapping it. I hope y'all can see. I'm kind of backed up here. I have a small workspace. But let's see how this looks if it's white. Okay, so do y'all like the white little bow or the jute? Everybody's liking the bow. Hi, Angelica. Hi, Shelly. Okay, I don't know. The bow, this one may get lost. I'm looking in the camera to see. Yeah, I agree. I think this one gets lost against the white of that, right? So at least we tried it, I mean, on a dark pot, if it was painted, a dark color, it would probably be real cute. And you can certainly do that. You can certainly paint these pots a really bright cherry color, or if you're making it for somebody, you could paint them in their favorite color. Again, we're going to use those garden gloves, so you could just choose a color from the gloves. I'm just going to pop a little bit of hot glue back here. that on. Okay. So we're getting closer. Let me move this over here. I'm going to dump this stuff out a little bit. Kind of clean that out a little. I would take a hairdryer to it and get all that loose moss away. I just gave it a shot of the heat gun and that did the trick. Okay. Now, here's where I'm going to show you something cute. So we've got these little, I call them garden sticks. I don't know what else you would call them. Garden stakes, maybe. But they did come from Dollar Tree, a package of 4, just like this. And, you know, you could write onions, tomatoes, whatever on them and put them in a little clay pot and, you know, do something else cute with them. But I'm going to take some of our pup pictures. So if you follow me on Art and Grace, I've been asking people to show me their animals, show me your pets. And I just took a few of those and I'm going to make this a little, this is going to be a little Mother's Day gift for a grandma who does not have grandchildren yet. And I'm not going to pout about it, but I am going to make me a little pup grandma gift. How about that? So I'm taking these little pictures and I'm cutting them down to size so that they will fit. All I did was take pictures from the internet that you guys gave me of your pups and cut them down to where they're going to fit. Oh, I have to cut this beautiful dog a little down to where they'll fit this. And wow, this is my dog and this is way too big, huh? But we're going to cut him. We're going to cut her and get her down to size. But what I picture, guys, is for y'all to put your kids' pictures, your grandkids. You know, you might wind up with a bunch of these sticks. I don't know. Some of you guys have 6 kids or 6 grandkids or whatever. Or maybe, you know, you want to do something entirely different. You could actually just put oranges, you know, lemons, cucumbers, whatever you want to. But if you're going to do what I'm doing and put a picture, then you want to take some Mod Podge. It really doesn't matter whether it's gloss or matte. It's just your personal preference. And we're going to Mod Podge these down. So let me know if you've used Mod Podge. There's always somebody who hasn't. And so I'm always super happy to show them how easy it is. Like so easy. So is there anybody here that has not used Mod Podge? It's really, Mod Podge is really just glue mixed with water. So, you know, don't have to go buy it. If you have Elmer's glue, I'm about to get this blue paint all over me. I try to always give alternatives when I craft so that nobody feels like they have to go buy everything. You know, look around and see what you have. If you have Elmer's glue, you can make some Mod Podge. But I'm just going to brush this on. I am doing the entire little board because this is gloss. I usually like gloss. It's just my preference. And so if part of the picture doesn't fit, you know, and see how there's a little bit of the blackboard showing or the little chalkboard showing, that way it's going to be all glossy. It's not going to be all plain right there. So anyway, that's why I do the whole thing. So you just put some Mod Podge down on the bottom, a little bit on top of your picture and smooth it down, get all the edges. But I think this would be super cute if you have kids and you put each child on one of the little sticks and put it in here and give this to grandma. Wouldn't that be a sweet gift? And if grandma is like me and doesn't have any grandkids, then you can do your pups or her grandpups. You might want to do this for a teacher. I mean, the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want with this. You could put, some of you guys use stickers from the Dollar Tree. You could put some of those on here. I mean, just anything. Isn't that a pretty German Shepherd? I really enjoyed that dog parade, probably way too much because it was just cute seeing all the different dogs. And I could even see some of their personalities in the pictures. It was really cute. If y'all haven't seen it, you have to pop over there when this is over and look at it. It's just a video on my page. Okay. This is all there is to it. So it's super easy. And I've got another project for you tomorrow. So tune back in at 7 tomorrow for me. Tomorrow and Sunday. So I'm doing all 3 days just like some others are. Some people are just doing 1 or 2, but I'm doing all 3 days. So would love to have you join me again and see what I'm up to tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I did discover that. I don't know if that's going to be part of the new changes that Facebook has made or if that's just, I don't know. But hey, we just roll with the changes because there's not a thing we can do about it, right? So I'm trying to keep a positive attitude and just do what they tell me to do because I have met so many of you wonderful people on here that how can I complain? I mean, y'all have really, we've all helped each other get through this past year of COVID, right? I mean, crafting and art has been therapy for so many of us. And I just look at how far I've come personally. And I think you guys have so much to do with it to just, you've kept my mind on moving forward and not being sad. For anybody that doesn't know, I lost my mom not too long ago. And so this last year has been a year of healing for me and just kind of rest from taking care of her and the Alzheimer's and all that stuff. So I think that art and crafting and things like that have such um, a powerful ability to help us. And then, of course, the community that we form is everything. Oh, Amy, I adore you too. Thanks, Lisa. You guys are awesome. Can you hold a dog pic up close? Yes. Yes, yes. Let me put this brush up. So they're super tiny little pictures. This is about 1 inch by maybe 1 1/4 inches. It's very small little stakes. Can y'all see these? I'm not sure because it's delayed, so I can't tell what y'all are seeing. Got it? I think y'all can see, but yeah. Okay. I finally got my little view there. So that's it. Now, let me show you how to put these in here. All you're going to do is take your hot glue, put a big old dollop, real big dollop in that center section that's going to touch the back, right? And then put it where you want it and then hold it down a sec. Of course, when you're doing this, you can wait. You don't have to rush like I'm doing. You can wait for the picture to dry and all of that, but we're gonna move ahead. Take my next one. Sorry if it's getting, I don't know if y'all can hear the noise in my house, but life's just going on back there. So putting that one there. We need this dog to come to our house and tell this thing a thing or two because she thinks she rules the roost. So I think it'd be really fun to have a big German Shepherd here to say, you can sit down and be quiet. I think my dog would not know what to do because she definitely is trying to be alpha around here. This little dog here, this is my brother's dog. I don't even think I knew that when I grabbed the picture because they were so small. I just grabbed and printed. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Amy. You know, this is good for anybody, and yes, moms would have to help their kids with it, but even kids would like doing something like this, you know? They can at least do the things that do not involve hot glue, right? There. So picture if this was beautiful little children, your guys' kids and things. Wouldn't that be so sweet? Okay, so really the only thing left to do is use these garden gloves. And I bet y'all are wondering what I'm going to do with garden gloves. And I've got one little block and one little button. So let me show you. So I'm going to move that a little bit, and then I'm going to cut this off. The little tag, just cut that away. So I want a cute little bow to go on the top of this. How are we going to do this with these gloves? So I played with this today and found I think a cute solution. I'm going to take a little jute. I'm going to have that ready. Okay. Have that ready. And then, well, let's go ahead and do let me not forget this. Let's go ahead and put this on. I just looked at the last one I did to see the edge where I cut it to see which side looked better. They look about the same. And that all you're going to do is you're just going to glue it down. And I just laid it right on that grass, and that's what I glued it to. Now, if you're going to give this to your mom, then you could go the extra step and put some wood glue on the bottom of these and glue them down here and to the grass. And that would be even more secure. Also, if you cut your fencing to fit just perfectly inside here, see, mine's a little bit loose, but that would also help. And the other thing you can do if you don't want to be so particular is just take your fence and glue it right here. It's just as cute. It might even be cuter. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you like it on top or, underneath like that? What do y'all think looks better from there? Thanks, Linda. I appreciate it. Thank you, Angel. Y'all are so sweet. Shelly, you found my pup in the picture? Oh, Marty, yours are too. My gosh, I just fell in love with all your dogs. So, oh, I see mad faces. Oh no. What happened? I immediately was like, did I mess something up? Okay, so do y'all like it inside or do you like it laying on top? And we'll just do it whatever y'all think. Inside. I see both. On the outside, inside, on top. We're going to need some tiebreakers. So I'll show y'all both. So that's on the outside, and then we have on the inside. You also can cut it down if you want it shorter. You could do this and cut all of these off. So you really have a lot of, things you can do. Oh, thanks, Christy. So what are y'all saying? Because I see so many. I see both. Wrong button. Sorry. Oh, no problem, Becky. I've done it too. Okay. Outside, inside. Outside, two. More of the containers on the outside. Okay, well, let's put it on the outside. Like I said, I think it would be cuter, to be honest, is if I cut all of these off. Or if you raise your cardboard up or you use your bricks or whatever, your blocks, to raise it up a little maybe. But I think it's a little cuter with some of that showing, right? So, yeah. So we'll do on the outside. Yeah, we'll do on the outside just to show you the difference, because I'll show you my other one that I made, and it is on the inside. So that will be good to see both, and you can see, what you think. So I am, for the sake of time, just going to use my hot glue, put a little bit here because I'm not worried about it. And wait a second. Yeah. And for the sake of time is why I'm doing it this way. Use wood glue if you make one of these, or you can use both. So wood glue would hold it more permanent, and the hot glue would hold it for now. But do you see how easy this is? So now I'm ready to show you this cute little bow. I say bow, but it's not really a bow. So hopefully y'all can still see this. I want to move it out of the way. So I'm going to take these gloves and I'm going to make a makeshift bow out of it just because I think it's cute. So what I did was I folded it over to get the halfway point. So that's about halfway. Eyeball it. Don't worry about it. Just grab it and don't spend a lot of time on it. Fold that over, get the halfway point, which is right there. And then grab it. I'm ruching it together, kind of getting it like that. Got one here. I'm going to lay one down on top. So got fingers going everywhere, right? And that's my bow. So I'm going to take that jute, wrap it around, come to the back, get it in a tight, tight knot. Just want a tight knot that'll hold it. Okay, really tight. Cut off all that extra. Now, I had to get creative to find a way to put it up on top. When you're making yours, you know, if you don't like this, then just use ribbon and make a regular. But I thought it kind of went with the theme, right? With the little gardening thing. I might even cut that off a little bit to make that shorter, but we'll see. So on the other one, I just left it hanging. So anyway, you've got this. I'm going to put a little button on it for the button center. How are we doing on time, y'all? Oh, no. Ooh, are we back? Y'all let me know if we're back. Not sure. I guess the internet went out again. Or can y'all see? Are we back? I'm looking and I don't see, so. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm here and it says that I'm live, but I don't see it here, so let me see. Y'all bear with me. If you can happen to hear me, just bear with me a second. I am looking to see if I'm live somewhere else, maybe on my page. I'm not sure what happened. Tell you what, I'm going to start over.